Hello my friends, how you all doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a fresh episode of our Deportivo La Coruna return to glory save. Apologies for there being a few days between the last episode and this one. As you all know, we didn't have any camera, did we? Because I snapped the SD card. But we are back and I've finally got the format back how I like it as well. The last episode is linked above. Feel free to go and check it out, my friends. But we are going to move on with more Deportivo football. So let's get into it. Right gang, so a little update on transfers since we last met, because I kind of said that there was going to be some stuff potentially happening, and Harrison Ashby unfortunately has gone back to West Ham. David Moyes just wasn't happy with the way I was deploying the player, so I needed to go out and buy a new right back. I've gone and done that. I don't know if I'd kind of confirmed it last episode, but James Sanchez has left the club. He's gone to Espanyol for 100k as the 27-year-old. I'm surprised he's gone to a club as big as Espanyol, to be honest with you, at 27. But he has, and yeah, he wasn't playing for us, and I don't know how I feel about it, because that's a big club he's gone to. But anyway, we got 100k out of it, which is pretty good. Like I say, I've had to go and replace Harrison Ashby, and I've done that by bringing in Maximiliano Villa from Girona B, a 25-year-old Uruguayan, and he can play wing-back, which was really, really important, basically, because that's the formation that we're kind of sticking with, probably for the remainder of this season at least. As you can see, really, really good across the board, attributes-wise. The coach, in summary, isn't that great. Says he's probably going to be a fringe player, but for me, he's an out-and-out starter. He's definitely better than the other two that I've got at the football club at the moment, and I think he's going to solidify that right-hand side. And so then moving on from there, we've got 4 games that we've played between last episode and this one. Last episode, you will remember, was the 2-0 defeat in the Cup, and then we followed it up with a pretty good win in the league. But since then, the form's tailed off a little bit. 3 draws and a win for us. Draws coming against Talavera, San Fernando and Unionistas. I'm going to show you all of the highlights now. So in the first of these 4 games, we took the lead twice in this one. You'll see Santa Maria being set up by Ruben Diaz, who's having an unbelievable season. They then pulled one back though. A very, very good set piece from them to score from the corner. We then in again in the early stages of the second half. Ball comes in here and it's Victor Naro with the goal, really playing well since converting to a striker. But unfortunately for us, in the 74th minute, they go through, and it's just all too easy. We followed that up with another draw, and another game where we took the lead again, and we were looking really good. And then unfortunately for us, we then go and get slack in defence, and we concede, but it's a free kick, and I just hate conceding from set pieces. The third draw was the most disappointing draw, because Unionistas have not been playing well this season. They actually took the lead. It's some terrible goalkeeping, as you can see, but we did manage to keep knocking on the door, and Alabi with a sensational free kick. We did manage to get a victory though in this little run of games, and I guess that the silver lining is there's no defeats. Naro through, 1-0, good win. And so that brings us up to date, gang, and in today's episode we're going to be playing Linares and Racing de Ferrol. I think this is going to be hopefully kind of a good episode for us, but it's going to be pretty much make or break, I will say that. If we take a look at the league table, you can see it's very, very tight at the top. The 3 teams at the top of the table are really kind of running away with it now. We've really pulled out a bit of a gap, but I, for a while, didn't think Castilla could be promoted, but we're actually in the 3rd tier of Spanish football, so it means Castilla can be promoted. They just can't be promoted to La Liga proper because they are Real Madrid's B team at the end of the day, but they can be promoted from this division. So for a long time I was like, oh, it doesn't really matter that Castilla are up there, when actually it really, really does matter. But anyway, we are going to push forward and we are going to get into today's first game, and it's against Linares. And Linares, you will remember, were going very strong in the early stages of the season, but their form has fallen off an absolute cliff. But this is the team we're going to go with in this game, gang. You're going to see there's a bunch of other stuff, actually, that I probably should have confirmed. Bergantinos is leaving on a free transfer at the end of the season. And Issy has requested to leave as well because he hasn't been getting enough game time. And Alex Lopez is currently out injured. So there is that. But I still think this is a very, very strong team that I'm hoping will do well in today's episode. So we're going to go with Bellman in goal, Martinez and Tashi at centre-back, Canero and Villa at wing-back. We're going to go Canero in the ball-winning position. Alabi and Valares are going to play centre mid for us. Diaz is going to support the strikers of Naro and Santa Maria. So here we go, gang. First game of today's episode, and we are away in this one, away to Linares, who, as you can see, really have dropped down the table. They're like 12th in the league. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. The formation, I think, works to the most part. But yeah, I still think there's maybe some stuff we could work on. But we are through, and it's going to be Victor Naro opening the score, and inside the first minute, it's a beautiful goal. And I've got to say, Victor Naro gets better and better in the pressing forward role. You know what? I'm sure that the people that have been watching my FM series for a long, long time are probably looking at this and thinking, this is actually a nice change, because we're watching Dan play two strikers. We're watching Dan mix it up with the tactics, probably in both series as well. You know, we're doing something really different in both series. Not being able to stick with what for sake, come on, Bellman. That's just terrible goalkeeping. That's just awful goalkeeping. Like, come on, man. Just got to claim that. It's the softest shot I've ever seen in my life. And now it's 1-1. Literally just gift wrapped them the way back in there. Oh, here we go. He's giving it away. It's Santa Maria. And Santa Maria's going to score. It's an action-packed first 10 minutes. What is the keeper doing there for them? Both keepers have had a torrid time inside the first 10 minutes of this game. Oh, my God. Well, there you go. Unbelievable start to this fixture. But yeah, it's probably a bit nice, like I was saying, for you guys to see me doing some like different stuff in this one. You know, I'm quite enjoying the fact that I haven't just been able to set it up in the tactic I have done for the last two games and get away with it, basically. But genuinely, I'm not even lying. For FM22 and FM21, I literally used the same tactic, the same instructions, the lot, and it dominated in both games. So a bit of me is quite kind of liking, oh, he's going to get sent off. Why? I generally don't know what to do here. Yeah, I'm just going to go free at the back. Okay. I'll just pull Diaz down. I might have to take a striker off, I think. Yeah, I'll go defensive midfielder as he was, and Diaz can come down here. We'll keep him as an advanced playmaker just to get forward, and we'll leave Naro up as the presser, and yeah, just stick it positive. I find going to defence just literally invites way too much pressure, so I always go balanced or positive when I'm in this sort of situation. But look at that. We're dominating the game and we've got a man sent off, and you could just almost guarantee that the Linares are going to be invited back into this one now as a result. It's just, I've seen a lot of that. Just players completely losing their heads. But yeah, we're going to get it to half time at least. Or are we? Oh, yes, I think we are. Fucking hell. Hit the bar. Unbelievable. Yes. I'm going to absolutely hammer VRS for what he's just done. Let's move that there. I feel like I'm having to lean forward. Anyway, Naro into Canero, into Martin. No, you got to get rid. You've got to get rid. I don't know why, but we dilly-dally. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've seen that so much this year. I'm set up to play at a higher tempo. So really, that passing should be sharper. And it's just not. I see it so often where players just almost stand on the ball. You know, and it's got nothing to do with their first touch. because they take the touch and then they get caught. And don't get me wrong, it happens to the AI as well. It's not just happening to me. It's not one of those things. It's not like the ball over the top from the goalkeeper. That literally just happens to us and never happens to the AI. I can't believe this. We're going to draw this game. It's on Villarez, though. It's on Villarez, in my opinion. You know, getting sent off, he's made it hard for us. We were dominating this game before he got sent off. Now this is a case of hanging on. I'm not going to even attempt to go for it. I'm just going to respect the point and hope that we get the point, basically. But we're going to have a couple of minutes added on here, and I'm hoping we're going to get through it. And I think we are going to get through it. There we go, full time. I will take it. I just don't know what to do about the defence and these draws, and it's just starting to drive me mad. Anyway, it is what it is. We've got another game to try and correct it, gang. And we're going to be playing Racing de Ferrol this time. And this is the team we're going with. It's pretty much the same. There's just one change in the midfield. So it's Bellman in goal, Martinez, Tashi, Canero, Villa, Granero. We're going Alabi next to Alex Lopez this time. Diaz, Naro, Santa Maria. Please, can we get the win? Right, here we go, gang. We got to bounce back here against Racing. Because, yeah, do you know what? We probably would have won that game. But just that sending off absolutely murdered us, didn't it? Anyway, we've got Granero now on the ball. We've actually got a Insty highlight here right off the right from the get-go, and Naro unfortunately can't keep the shot down, but it was a good bit of play from Deportivo there, really knocking it about nice and quick, which is what we want to see in it, gang. That's how we want to see this Deportivo team playing. Danny Ball needs to come to fruition again, and there we go. It's a beautiful ball into the box from Alabi. Granero rises higher than anybody else and heads home and puts Deportivo 1-0 to the good. It's been a very good start from us, a quick start for us. You know, 8 minutes out the block and we are creating chances at will. I didn't really take a look at where Racing are in the league, to be honest with you. This is very good passing, like a lot better. He's into Santa Maria, and his shot is over the bar. They're clearly in the relegation zone because I can't even see them on the table. So yeah, they're not having a good time of it. So this is a game I really think we should be winning and trying to notch up a few goals, if at all possible, as well. But yeah, it's been a decent enough start to the game. A decent enough start. Here we go. Ball into the box from Alabi. Header is just over the bar. Unlucky for him there. We are going to get another little bit of play here. Ball over the top. Victor Naro. He's going to run on. He's going to come back. He's going to use Canero. Ball coming in. There's no one there at the back post, though. Villa, though, he's going to follow up. He's going to get a ball in. They're going to clear out again. It's good defending from them, to be fair. It's backs against the wall stuff, isn't it? They're got all bodies in there, like Jose Mourinho, protecting a 1-0 on a Champions League night. Yeah, it's... we are breaking it down, though, so that's the good thing, as Canero comes forward again, and that's going to be a penalty. I could see it all day long. The penalties are as easy to see this year as they were last year. Ruben Diaz puts it away. It's 2-0. I genuinely can't see Racing de Ferrol doing much in this game. I really can't, but that's just famous last words because I've been in this situation before and I've drawn or I have been defeated. So yes, I probably shouldn't be saying too much too soon. A third goal puts it to bed, though, surely. So let's hope we can get one. But 11 shots, 67% of that possession. And, yeah, just some really good football from Deportivo at the moment. That ball is cleared. Look at what the defender's doing. See, that's something that confuses me. Why has he... Oh, my God! Hit both posts. How unlucky is that? Why did he run away from the ball? It's strange. That's not an action that the defender would do. He would attack that ball. It was hanging in the air for a fortnight. Canero. I'm not rhyming now, I promise. That is actually the players' names. That ball's going to come wide to VR. First time. Didn't work. They're going to go long. That's going to be dealt with by Martinez. Good stuff from him. Granero now. It's into Lopez. It's into Ruben Diaz. Naro, he shots over the bar. We're playing some good football. We are playing some good football. There's just some questionable stuff that goes on in FM23 this year. That's half time. Pretty happy with that first half. I'm going to be really, really honest with you. Didn't really get the reaction I wanted out of the players there at half time, though, to be fair. But, 2-0, and we're kind of cruising, I'm going to be honest. Like, I know they've created a chance or two here, but yeah, we've got a corner. Alabi with it, ball coming in, and we can't attack that. Lopez now. He's going to go back out to Alabi, which is really good. Where's Alabi going? Oh, I think it's kind of hit the post and then just rebounded off of Santa Maria. But look, the striker has to be in the right place at the right time, doesn't he? And Gorka was definitely there. So I'm pretty happy. I don't care how they go in. Could go in off his arse for all I care, as long as it's a goal. But it's 3-0, and this is doing some wonders for our goal difference. It does have to be said. So that's because that could become an important thing towards the end of the season. So yeah, we need to keep scoring these goals and churning out these good results. Villa finds Granero into Lopez. What? Who has Lopez seen there? Look at that ball over the top again. Right now, please, gang. I'm not making this up, am I? The defending is just woeful on FM23. Villa is going to come off for Antonito just because of energy levels, really. And I'm going to bring Issy on as well in the midfield. Lopez was just coming back from an injury, so just protecting him. Issy goes wide into Antonito. Doesn't quite make the pass happen. Issy again, though. Ball over the top. Ruben Diaz! What a ball. Ruben Diaz is on loan, and he has been our best player all season. And he's been so good, I'm worried that when we get to the end of the season, they're just going to go, nah, you can't load him again. We're going to try him out. Because you just know it happens, especially when they have really good seasons, and he's having a phenomenal season. I'm going to bring Bergantinos on. Don't really have a left back. Canero probably could have done with a little bit of a rest. But this has been a dominant display by Deportivo. Very, very good result. I'm really happy with it. That's an important 4-0. And it's a really important 3 points. Are we potentially, though, going to get one more bite at the cherry before this game is done and dusted? Tashi goes into Antonito. Into Tashi again. No, he tried to drive that into the midfield. Didn't quite work out. Oh my God, I think there's going to be a second sending off. Yes, there is. He nicked the ball and got absolutely slaughtered for doing it. That's just frustration boiling over, unfortunately. But Racing have lost 2 players in this game. And it's not a good performance and not a good day at the office for them. Full time, 3 points, get in. Well, I prayed for a win. We got a win, a 4-0 win. That's just superb, to be honest with you. I don't know where I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to be honest. I know I said I was going to really take this series a bit slower, but we're kind of at the business end of the season now. And I really feel like we could probably tie this up in a couple of episodes, hopefully. So, I feel like I might just push through like a fair few games. Like I might even push through about 6 games, actually. That'd take us to Rayo and Cordoba, and then it'd leave us with 4 to go. And so then we could potentially come back for like a couple of games at the end of the season, potentially. So we could be like really like almost ready for the new season. And we're in the mixer, aren't we? We are definitely in the smelting pot at the moment. So yeah, we might come back for like Rayo Cordoba. If our form falls off a cliff though, we need to come back earlier, maybe against Castilla or Alcorcon, then we will. But you know, obviously, we'll just play it by ear as we go along. But in the league, we are joint top, basically. It's goal difference that separates us and Castilla. Castilla's goal difference is astronomical compared to ours. 12 more goals, which is sensational to them, considering we have top goal scorer and we have the best assister and most player in the matches and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty incredible, the job that they're doing, really, at Castilla. But yeah, I don't really know what to make of it, gang. We were odds-on favourites. We were the ones that should have been running away with the league, and we've actually found this a real challenge. Half of me likes it, half of me is feeling like this is going down to the last game of the season. And so there you have it, my friends. We're done and dusted for another episode of our Deportivo Return to Glory. Now that we've got the cam back, I will say that this will be more regular. I'm going to be rotating this with Project Alpine. I keep calling it Alpine because of the F1 team, but I will be rotating it with Project Alpine on a daily basis. So if you're into your FM content, please check back every single day. Hit that bell notification button so you never miss an episode. But if you're new around here, drop a subscribe, drop a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Until next time, I salute you all. Stay safe, stay humble. See you all later.